shit, what number did you say again? 53, 54, 55, 56?
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
what a start.
56 season 4 of the Monday Night Wars. I'm Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Who are you? Chad, Fig, Tony? Who'd you say your name was again?
I'm Chad Talks.
Oh man, of course. Who are you?
I'm Chad Talks, and you're Jmack Gaming.
Yeah, but what's your story, Chad? Talk.
What's my story?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I was born in the fall of 1994 to be exact. And, I was born
yes, because I was thinking 1884.
Well, that would be crazy, because I'm not that old. I'm still
spry. Are you sure?
I'm still a spry young man.
Okay, that's... we don't need to lie to our young folk out there, Chad. We don't need to lie to the fans.
Oh, if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Gagged and bagged. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, the Raw Super Show, Chad. Here live in Hartford, Connecticut. You know, the home state of the WWE. We're at the XL Center tonight, and we have a massive show in store for you tonight. Headlined by our main event, WWE Championship on the line. The self-proclaimed future of the WWE, Randy Orton, gets his first opportunity to fight for World Championship gold as he takes on the mega Hollywood TV star Alex Wright. We also got a tag team match of Edge and Christian, the Oos, taking on the TNA Tag Team Champions of Ruckus and Lance Hoyt. We also got the final of the Devon Storm Invitational, Scott Studd taking on Orlando Jordan. We also have a tag team women's cage match and much more to come tonight, Chen. Got a massive show. Are you excited for this?
I am excited. I'm pumped for what you have in store. You know, a good super show episode of Raw. I'm excited.
What'd you just say?
Being excited. A big super show episode of Raw?
It sounded like you said super shit episode of Raw.
Oh, no.
We'll get into it before I murder Chad. We start off Monday Night Raw with, look who arrived.
The final bosses are on Monday Night Raw. By God, they're here, and they're not covered in piss.
I don't know why you needed to add that.
Because that's just Jim Ross now.
He's a big piss guy now?
He loves piss.
Oh, him and Kurt Angle both.
That episode of Raw awoke something in him.
There's also, you can tell how when we record, because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and Chad's revved up right now. Chad, you're revved up. Eric Bischoff, Jim Cornette, and Masawa, they're here tonight just to watch. Just to watch what's going on here in the Monday Night Raw Super Show, Chad.
They're just here to watch. They're just a fan. They're just a spectator like you and I.
Yeah, as we all are. We move on WWE.com after the what happened, the aftermath of what happened last week. Tonight, in our co-main event, it's Booker T versus Triple H, and the winner will get their hands on Sean Morley at the Royal Rumble, Chad.
Hell yeah, that's huge.
That's our co-main event.
Triple H, baby.
This rivalry, it's the John Cena Randy Orton of our save right now. These guys have fought a lot. But it's okay.
It's classic rivals.
It's okay. We move on. We have an opening matchup here. It's the hometown heroes of Charlie St. Hubbins and Timmy Pulver. They take on, where's the lie? Bobby Fish and Robin Ross and hometown heroes. What?
Bobby Fish and Robin Ross.
Yeah, what do you know about that, Chad?
I was trying to think of a clever name for them, but I couldn't. I was like, come on. There's got to be something I can use with Fish and Ross, but there wasn't.
Come on, you can think, come on, you're creative. Make a name.
They will be known as Frost.
I wish you weren't born.
Oh, no. Is that what their catch is? Is that Bobby Fish's catchphrase?
No, that's my catchphrase to you. We move on.
Okay. My parents are the same.
Hey, no self-deprecation here, Chad. Only
No self-deprecation. deprecation. Only I can deprecate
Only I can ruin your day. Okay, you can't ruin your own. Ian McGregor.
Anytime I hear your beautiful voice, my day's not ruined.
Hey, when you see me on this recording, pretend you fucking didn't. All right.
But Ian McGregor and Ernest Miller, what's going on here?
Ian McGregor taps out Ernest. He's got the sleeper hole. Holy shit, Ian McGregor.
Wow.
Ian McGregor can go, Chad. Ian McGregor.
Just because he has a sleeper hole?
Yes. Yes, Chad. Let me 1 second. 1 second, Chad. 1 second.
All right, I'm giving you 1 second.
Right.
Here, I'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for the video while you're doing this.
What sponsors do we have?
Today our sponsors are Mike's Shoe Emporium.
Okay.
If you got a shoe, we got a shoe for you.
If you have a shoe, we have a shoe for you.
Yeah.
I would have went with, if you have a foot, we have a shoe for you.
Oh, that's a much better.
If you have a shoe, we have a shoe for you.
Yeah, a better one.
A better one.
If you have a shoe, well, we got a better one.
Imagine checking out of Mike's Shoes Emporium, and after the checkout, the guy in the front, the greeter's like, "Well, I like those shoes you just bought, but we got a better one back there."
Yeah, come follow me.
And 16 people are trapped in that store of a constant
It's just like
cycle.
a 75-year-old man who's just wandering around going, "I just wanted shoes for my graduation."
4,200 people have declared for bankruptcy because of this.
They won't let me leave. I just want shoes. They keep saying there's something cooler in the back.
Fig's he keeps calling this number, and it finally answers, Chad. Finally answers. Who is it though? We're not gonna tell you. You have to find out. And we got another pre-show match here, Chad. It's Travis Tomko and Lance Cade.
Nice.
Oh, how do you feel about these two big behemoths going at it tonight?
I mean, of course, Lance Cade, a member of Burger Cade, and Travis Tomko, a member of his own group, not Burger Cade. He's part of Team Tomko, which is just himself. And these two people going at it, I think it was good. The chainsaw cutter sounds horribly violent, and I'm all about it.
I'm all about this too. Travis Tomko, if I can remember, I don't think I'm right on this. Was he part of Team TNA back in 1998? Do you remember?
He might have been.
It was like Test Black, Tomko, Tyson, Ace Steel, maybe? Was that the 5?
He might have been.
That sounds like the big 5.
That's something to look at. That's something to look up after we're done here.
Yeah, in the year-end review in a couple episodes. We also have on the pre-show, Chad, Vince McMahon sitting in his office, and he promises. He says, "Kurt, I know you're watching this. Next week, this whole fucking story, this whole rivalry, this whole me and you, it comes to an end next week, Monday Night Raw." Ooh, what does he mean by that?
He's gonna fist fight him himself.
Gonna fuck him. The only thing I hate about TEW is that it's not a real calendar. I absolutely fucking despise it.
Oh yeah, I know.
My least favorite thing about this game.
Because you want to be able to give an actual date, right?
Yeah, I want to do a New Year's show. I want to do a Christmas show. I want an actual.
No, I 100% agree. It's annoying that they don't have that because a New Year's show, a Christmas show would be really fun. And I've thought about just doing them for this before, but I was like, no.
Hey, Pro Wrestling Sim. Get the capabilities of running 2 players at once. All right. Because that game looks much better than TEW, but you only can be 1 person at a time, and that bothers me. That grinds my gears.
Yeah, listen, we'll jump ship like that.
I'll look. I'll be Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan in the '90s, brother. I'll jump over.
We'll go where the money goes.
Pro Wrestling Sim, that boy can go. We start on Monday.
And then we wouldn't have to use our stage names, our gimmick names of Chad Talks and Jmack Gaming. We could just real names.
Some other people in the TW scene will come in as fake Jmack and fake
fake Chad Talks.
Oh my God! It's Scott Hall. It's just some uncharismatic.
What's up, guys? I'm Chad Talks. Wink, wink, and this is Jmack Gaming.
Just 2 uncharismatic guys that don't like each other.
That's just like
Instead of us just
when
two
we fight
cares.
on air, it's just a real fight.
Yeah, it's just real. Like this is not a work or shoot, brother. This is a wait.
I
Alex.
hate this man.
Okay, screen record that, please. Thank you. Alex Wright, Radio. That's the big main event tonight, Chad. That's the highlight package tonight.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be at 100. I'm calling it.
Right. Oh, okay, that's fair. Thanks, Chad, for calling it. You've never been right.
You're right.
You're right. We start off Monday Night Raw here, Chad, the Super Show, with the finals of the Devon Storm Invitational. Orlando Jordan and Scott Studd going at it, Chad. Who do you got?
Oh, I got. Well, listen, Orlando Jordan doesn't lose a tournament, so I got Orlando Jordan.
That's. I mean, look, he is. What was he? 6-0 in tournament matches here in the Fed. That's pretty good. Well, now he's 6-1 because Scott Studd in a 72. What the hell? What do you mean they got a 72? What? When did Orlando Jordan pull out 6? Oh, I know. Okay, I know what it is. I know why Orlando Jordan's pretty good. It's because he's super over in the tri-state area.
Oh. And he lost.
And he lost here tonight because Scott Studd made him tap out here tonight, Jen, in a great match to open Monday Night Raw. Who would have thought? The Super Show with Orlando Jordan and Scott Studd, showing that these two guys can go when they're in Connecticut.
It doesn't get more super than Scott Studd and Orlando Jordan.
Yeah, and then after the match, Jen, they all celebrate. Well, not they, because Scott Vick and Major Stash, they all come in and they celebrate. And they celebrate Crowbar's life. Their friend that they passed away, unfortunately. And they point to the sky and they say, "This one's for you, Devon. This one's for you, Scott Studd. Your Devon Storm Invitational winner, Chad."
Hell yeah.
A good feel-good moment to start off Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, good feel-good moment. Good for Scott Studd.
Because this next segment will not make you feel good, because we have a match just signed later for tonight. After the last couple weeks of them beating the shit out of each other all across the arena, it's Danielson and Malenko signed for tonight in a no-holds-bar street fight.
Wow.
Dude, we're bringing everything out for Monday Night Raw Super Show, Chad.
Yeah, we're definitely we're basically getting a free pay-per-view here.
This is basically a free pay-per-view. Look, that match right there, two men that former friends. We've seen the tension arise for the last month and a half, and now it all comes to a head tonight in a street fight, a hard-hitting match that will be. But this next match will also be hard-hitting because the cage starts to lower down. It's Linda Miles and Lita against Chigusa Nagayo and Toshi Uematsu. Chad, who do you got in this?
Uematsu.
Yeah. Just Uematsu?
Just Uematsu.
Sorry, Nagayo. You might be the tag team partner here, but you're not winning. Sorry.
Yeah, nope.
Sorry. These four women just have an absolute bloodbath match, Chad. We have a double suplex. The huge spot in this match. They all climb up to the top of the cage, and we get a simultaneous double suplex from Lita and Linda Miles suplexing Nagayo and Uematsu off the top of the cage into the ring. And this match, huge. That was the stump bumps right here. And you were right. Toshi Uematsu and Nagayo end up getting the win when Toshi Uematsu pins Linda Miles. Linda Miles with a dragon suplex. What a match, Jen.
Hell yeah.
Dude, wow. 85. Good for you, Uematsu.
85 is wild. Yeah,
good for Linda Miles, a 31.
Definitely being carried by her
what makes you say that? What a match, though. And after the match, all four women slow to get up, but the fans, they are not slow to get up as they all stand and give them a standing ovation for what brutal match we just saw of these four women. Again, one of the most hard-hitting women's matches in North America, because, just between me and you. Right.
And the hardest hitting women's match ever in Connecticut.
Yeah, probably probably the best women's match we'll see this week, actually.
This week? Oh, I don't know about this week.
Yeah, what are you running, fucking Kara Slice again? We move on though, Chad. It's a tag team match. We talked about it earlier. It's Edge and Christian, who last month said, there's really no one in this tag division that can keep up with the United Canadian Empire. And that's why Ruckus and Lance Hoyt, the members of TNA, the TNA Tag Team Champions, came up and said, you know what? Look at Orlando Jordan. He came up from TNA. He's doing his thing. Why not give us a shot? And, they fought through ladders and hoops, and they got the shot. It's Ruckus and Lance Hoyt against Edge and Christian. Chad, I got to ask you, who do you got?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ever going to against Edge. So.
Well, in 93.
Edge pulling out 100s.
Edge only does 100 because of his fucking tag bonus.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian, though, defeat Ruckus and Lance Hoyt.
Best tag team in the biz right now.
Dude, best tag team of all time, I would say.
I definitely, they got an argument. Definitely currently as it stands right now, for sure. I don't think there's a tag team that can argue that.
Well, maybe Shark Boy and Super Eric.
Maybe the Just Us League.
This match went back and forth, though. Edge and Christian could not get the win here. They just couldn't put away Ruckus and Lance Hoyt. Chad, you can read right here, the leaping DDT pinned Lance Hoyt. Or Edge hit the leaping DDT to hit pin Lance Hoyt.
Wow, he didn't even bust out a missile drop kick for this?
He did. Ruckus kicked out of it.
Oh,
the first ever kick out of the missile drop kick, Chad.
We gave that to Ruckus?
We we have to show why these guys can hang with the big dogs, Chad. I didn't give it to fucking John Berger. So
then Edge was like, well, here then, I'll just bust out a leaping DDT then.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Ruckus who got pinned. Sorry, Lance Hoyt. But regardless, Edge and Christian get the win. After the match, Edge says, hey, look, guys, it was sink or swim. And boys, you swam and left the ring. And the fans celebrated Ruckus and Lance Hoyt for their heroic performance tonight, Chad.
Hooray.
What the fuck was that about?
I mean, hooray!
What do you mean by that, Chen?
I can't believe Ruckus kicked out of a fucking missile. He deserves a standing ovation just for that. He also should go check his pulse to make sure he's not a Walking Dead person.
Dude, why, Chad?
Because if you get hit with a missile drop kick and you survive, I mean, you might I don't know. That's a tough feat. No one's done it.
No one's done it. But you said last week you're not up to date on your TNA tapes. You don't know how dominant Ruckus is.
True. You're right. I don't.
You don't. Let's look right now.
That's King Ruckus. That's King Ruckus.
That is King Ruckus, as he is the TNA Tag Champ and TNA Television Champ. This guy's no slouch. All right? Put some fucking respect on Ruckus here, Chad.
2 in the Tri-State, too.
He's 110 and 59.
Okay. That's fair.
He does his thing, Chad. He does his thing.
Listen, he shows up, calls Ruckus, and leaves.
Yeah. He's on a roll. He won the Tag Team Championships in October and the Television Championships in October.
October was a busy month for him.
Yeah, and that's why we called him up.
Ruckus.
The Ruckus. What do you know about Ruckus, John?
I know he's the TNA Television and Tag Team Champion.
He was ranked 442nd last year in the Power 500. Where do you think he'll land this year?
I mean, at least higher.
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
We move on. It's Brian.
I'm gonna say he's 353.
It's Brian. I'm gonna write that down, by the way. I want to see how close you are with your guess. It's Brian Danielson and Dean Malenko time, Chad.
Oh hell yeah!
Did I make this a street fight? Yeah, they fought all over the street here in Hartford, Connecticut. Chad, have you ever been to Hartford, Connecticut?
No, I've never been to Connecticut.
I have. It's a cool.
I know you have.
It's a cool place. Shout out to the Webster, where I saw emo night at the Webster in Hartford, Connecticut.
Did you drive by Titan Tower?
That's in Stamford, Connecticut, Chad. Different place.
So no, you wouldn't.
No, I didn't. But Brian Danielson, he gets the job done here and taps out Dean Malenko. No, he doesn't tap out. He pins Dean Malenko in the mean streets of Hartford, Connecticut. This whole match was outside in the streets. This never started in the arena. They
fought in Hartford.
This started off the plane. The plane landed, and these guys, the camera started rolling when they came off the tunnel.
They get off the plane, someone rings a bell, and they start fighting.
They were fighting in the airport, in the Uber to the city. They were fighting in the hotel. This match, all over Hartford, Connecticut.
I just pictured Dean Malenko bashing Daniel Bryan's head against the window, and the Lyft driver just like no selling it.
The Lyft driver was Nick Gage.
Oh, nice. That makes sense.
It has to. He's the personal chauffeur at this point. And these guys, they left it all out in not the arena. They left it all out in the city. Chad, Bryan Danielson, Dean Malenko. This is a hard hitting episode of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, definitely. It's a super show.
But now we move on, Chad. It's our co-main event. We have 2 more matches. This might be one of the best Raws of all time. It's Triple H and Booker T. Winner gets that rat fuck Sean Morley at Royal Rumble, Chad. Who do you got?
Triple H.
Well, these guys, they have a match, Chad. And an exceptional match. They draw following a double count out because Sean Morley came in, blindsided the referee, poked both of these dudes' eyes out, and they were so mad they ran and chased him out of the ring. The referee got up and counted them both out.
Nice. What does that mean for Sean Morley now in the Intercontinental Championship?
I don't know, because Sean Morley came back out ecstatic that he just caused both of these men a shot at the Royal Rumble and his Intercontinental Championship.
Damn.
What an asshole Sean Morley is.
Well, sorry, Booker. Sorry, Triple H. Maybe you'll be able to watch the Royal Rumble backstage instead.
And now we move on to our main event, though, Chad. It's the self-proclaimed future of professional wrestling in WWE. Randy Orton taking on Mr. Hollywood himself, Alex Wright. Yeah. Who do you have, Chad?
I'm gonna go Alex Wright.
Well, Chad. The final segment, if you looked at the booking screen earlier, it was called Alex Did It. And what he did was lose. Randy Orton has defeated Alex Wright in 21-25 with an RKO. Randy Orton is your new WWE champion, Chad.
Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done. I'm assuming that's the theme song you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's my favorite theme song of all time.
Randy. Yeah, I know that's your favorite Randy one at least.
No, it's my favorite one of all time. Of anything. Yeah. Anything. Shout out D'Lo Brown. Randy Orton wins, though, John. And him and Mike Tyson, he did it. Randy Orton has fulfilled his destiny of being the self-proclaimed future of WWE on the final episode of Monday Night Raw going into the new year. What a show, Chad. What a show. 97.
What a show.
97. What about, hey, I mean, like, come on. Like, hey, this is a Raw Super Show, baby. It was supposed to be big.
Yeah.
It's gonna make up for a terrible SmackDown this week. So we'll see if for Nitro, where Chad, what's in store for the go homes?
This is our special Starrcade edition of Monday Nitro.
What does that mean?
Our Starrcade showcase main event.
Oh, you're gonna really risk people going in the main event?
Yeah. We've had some good luck lately. What's the worst that could happen?
Shout out Benoit.
All right, everybody, we are here at the Go Home show of Nitro. Starrcade is this weekend, and what a show we've got in store for you. But before we get to that big pay-per-view, Justin, before we get to some of the best matches that you'll see, I'll even say this year, we got to get through Monday.
Maybe for your show.
We got to get through Monday Nitro first.
Yeah, of course. Of course, we have to get through that, Chad. And
of course, we absolutely have to. We are here, Justin. Rey Mysterio and Shawn Michaels. The final face-off. Rey Mysterio comes down into the ring and he says, you know, Shawn, as we get closer and closer to Starrcade, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to any of you fans. I start to reflect on just how big Starrcade is. I reflect on some of the big matches that I've had in my career at this big pay-per-view. And I gotta tell you, man, I've won and I've lost. I've shed tears in this ring. I remember when I walked into Starrcade to defend to win the world championship from Chris Jericho, and I lost. And that was the biggest loss of my career, and really it's taken me up until now really to get to that point again, to where I thought and believed that I was world championship material. So I've fought and I've busted my ass and I've grinded and I've proven time and time again that Rey Mysterio is one of the very best in this business. And Sean, I'm ready. I'm ready to right the wrong. I'm ready to get my win back. At Starrcade, I will become world heavyweight champion. And Shawn Michaels retorts Justin by saying, Ray, what we're talking about are Starrcade matches. I defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Bret Hitman Hart, and I lost. And just like you, Ray, I've thought about that match every single day ever since. And Ray, I have such big pressure. You have no idea what it's like to be Shawn Michaels. You see, Ray, people don't expect you to be the face of a company. They expect that from me. I'm the main eventer. I am the face of this company. I am the man. And Ray, you don't understand that. And what that means, I have to win. I have to get back my Starrcade victory. And I need to beat you because I'm not willing to give my spot up yet. I'm not willing to take a back seat. And quite frankly, Ray, I'm the best damn wrestler in the world, and I'm not willing to give that title up either. So at Starrcade, we both have something to prove. One of us is going to walk out world champion, and the other one is going to have 2 title match losses under their belt at Starrcade. And Ray, unfortunately for you, that man will be Rey Mysterio. And Ray says, Sean, we'll just have to wait and see, but trust me, you're going to have to bring everything you can to beat me. And Sean says, I intend to. I'll see you in the main event tonight.
The main event tonight? Your phone went off.
Yes, we have a 5. I'm going to move that to my here. We have a 5-on-5 Starrcade Showcase main event tonight, Justin.
Ah.
What could possibly go wrong? And here we have, Justin, we have a 4-way match. These 4 women all lost Money in the Bank qualifiers.
Hey, where the fuck's Kara Slice?
She's being punished. And so
that sounded all creepy.
She got suspended, so she's going to be watching this from the back. Or not suspended, she got fined for steroids. But anyway, one of these women will earn a shot at the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Justin, and about that subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Takako Inu defeated Luna Vachon, Mariko Yoshida, and Jacqueline Moore in 11:56 when Takako Inu pinned Mariko Yoshida with an Uraken.
Fucking finally.
And that means, Justin, as we move on to our next segment, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is set. We've got Takako Inu, Beth Phoenix, Debbie Malenko, Trish Stratus, Daphne, and Ivory. Justin, now that we have the landscape's been set, now that we have our participants, do you want to give a prediction on who you think will win the Money in the Bank ladder match?
Do you want my prediction, or do you want my prediction using how people have been booked?
Both.
All right. Prediction-wise, it's going to be Beth Phoenix.
Okay.
Honestly, besides Trish and Debbie, I don't think any of 4 of these women have been booked properly or momentum-wise. So I don't really see how Daphne could win the bout thing. I don't know how Ivory could. It's like I had to beg you to book Takako in this, so I don't think she's going to win. And I think I honestly think in every sense of the way, Trish and Debbie will cost each other, and it'll be Beth winning.
That's not a bad prediction. We will have to see. Listen, Debbie and Malenko are, Debbie Malenko and Trish, they're coming off of some losses themselves. This is a good opportunity for one of these women to kind of,
Yes, but
for Debbie and Trish to reassert themselves. But for the other 4 women, this is an opportunity for one of them to really put their stake in the women's division.
Yes, but they're former like people that have done shit in the company, right? This is let's compare this to the women's Money in the Bank last year.
This is only Ivory's 4th professional wrestling match. I think.
Yeah, let's compare. In watching last Money in the Bank in WWE, did you really think Selena Vega was gonna win?
Oh, it'd been cool, but no.
It would have been cool if Ivory can win or Takako can win. But realistically, let's think about it. There's only 3 options here, and the third option is only because option 1 and 2 are gonna take each other out.
We'll have to see, Justin. Only time will tell.
I mean, Daphne won a fucking relationship survivor gimmick, whatever the fuck that was called, chasing, and you didn't do anything with it. I don't even think she won. I think the thing just ended.
Chase Tatum dropped out of the competition.
Yeah, what a fucking horse shit thing.
And Justin, we have here a triple threat match. We got Mil Muertes, Ken Anderson, and Lash LaRue. And in a poor match, Ken Anderson defeated Mil Muertes, Lash LaRue, and Ken Anderson when he pinned Mil Muertes with a Green Bay meat packer.
So, okay, that's Muertes and Relic both losing the last couple weeks.
So, because Ken Anderson did get the pinfall on the champion in this triple threat match, Justin, Ted DiBiase is here, and he has some news for the Wicked. So go ahead if you would go move to the next segment. He announces that the Wicked are going to defend the Trios Championship, not just against the Tap Out Crew, but Wild Boys earned themselves one more shot. We got a triple threat Trios match for the Trios belts at Starrcade. The Wicked taking on the Tap Out Crew, taking on the Wild Boys.
Can you even book that in this game?
Yeah, I looked.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I've never booked a 3-on-3-on-3 match before.
Yep, I looked because I wasn't sure.
Fair enough.
And we have here, Justin, we've got a tag team match. The Hollies, the FBI, and the Ahmed Protection Agency. And in about that, had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. The Hollies defeated Johnny Stampoli, Tony Mamaluke, Ahmed, and Ron Simmons. And Kali Holly ran in and gave that big head chop to Ahmed, which inevitably cost them that because he's trying to help his coaches win.
But why Ahmed? They were gone first. Why didn't he attack Stamboli and Mamaluke, who were the last team?
He got them both.
He blew his load early.
Yeah, he got them both.
That's not what was booked here, Chad. You only got Ahmed.
So I hate the triple threat elimination matches. I wish we could just do a regular triple threat.
What do you mean?
Like how it's not elimination. I just want it to end with a pinfall. Like I don't want, you know what I mean? Like I wish there was a way you could do that. That's why I usually just ignore him when it does shit like that. Like no, this is what actually happened.
Well, then just don't book them.
So, but anyway, yeah. So Kali interfered and gave his coaches the win, and then after the match, Justin, Kali Holly, Hardcore Holly, and Crush Holly, they're in the ring with Jeremy Borash, and Hardcore Holly, he just says, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your next Season 2 Tough Enough winner, Kali Holly. And everyone's just booing as these 3 individuals are in the ring, Justin.
I don't know when the heel turn happened, but I hate it. I hate Kali Holly now.
You hate Kali Holly?
Yeah, I hate him. I don't know who to root for.
I mean, I think you should root for TJ Wilson. No. He's doing this all on his own without a coach.
That's because because he sucks.
We have here, Justin, we have a singles match, Billy versus Ace Steel, the bounty hunter. And in a decent match, Ace Steel defeats Billy with a steel spike.
Yeah, got to get that win back.
Have to. And then after that match, Justin, the Big Show comes out and he says, Billy, that was your shot, man. I would have, man, that was a scouting match for the last member of Team Big Show. And, well, listen, Ace Steel, you got the win, which means I think I need the bounty hunter on my team. So what do you say, Ace? And Ace Steel just kind of looks around and he just says, how much did we get paid if we win? And Big Show's like, whispers a number in Ace Steel's ear and he just says, yeah, I'm in. And so, Justin, we have here now the Team Big Show. Justin, we have yet to hear about who Team Shaq will be.
I was gonna mention what a build to this match where we don't know who the fuck's on the other side.
We just know Big Show's been recruiting. And Justin, what do you think of Team Big Show? I mean, it looks pretty formidable.
Yeah, they're gonna win. It's only Shaq right now.
That might be enough.
Team Shaq is not here. This is Team Show. What do you mean Team Shaq is here, Chad?
Oh, I meant to say Team Show.
This is Team Shaq, everybody. The Big Show, Samoa Joe, Regal, Big Daddy V, and Ace Steel. Paul Heyman will be on Team Shaq, it looks like.
So yeah, that's Team Big Show.
I can't wait for the one night I gotta get a whole team together, fucking build to this match. Yeah, a whole month, Chad.
We built up Team Big Show.
We gotta build up both.
Future Hall of Famer Kevin Nash taking on Kendo Cashin. And in a decent match, Kevin Nash defeats Kendo Cashin in 10-19 with a jackknife powerbomb.
That he does.
And then after the match...
55.
And after the match, Kevin Nash is celebrating in the ring with his NWO brethren, and then all of a sudden the lights go off, and when they come back on, CM Punk, Charlie Haas, and Shelton Benjamin are here. What? And Justin, they just start attacking the NWO. And then CM Punk grabs a microphone, and he says... For those of you who are wondering what's going on here, I have here Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, otherwise known as the world's greatest tag team, and you haven't seen them around for a couple of weeks because their spot has been taken from them by two other washed-up has-been legends known as the Hearts, but that's not about them. No, you see, they came to me talking about how they respected me and how much I am right, that our spots are being taken by these old washed up has-beens, and they decided to help me do what's right. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Nash Hall, you guys talk about how you guys want to wrestle and be Hall of Famers. Well, how about this? How about the night you go into the Hall of Fame will be the night you take an L to CM Punk, Charlie Haas, and Shelton Benjamin. We're not just going to pass the torch, Hulk. We're going to rip the torch from your cold, dead hands. We'll see you at Starrcade.
My only question to this, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a question, not a concern or critique. Were Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin on Thunder?
Yeah.
So how does Hogan, Nash, and Hall being on Nitro take away their spots?
I think it's just in general, you know. But I think they're especially mad because of what happened with them in the Hearts, right?
Yeah, that's where you could have gone with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my concern was, how does 3 Nitro guys getting booked concern guys being not booked on Thunder?
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair.
They're just it's just in a broader sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But Justin, we have. I forgot one of the Money in the Bank qualifiers, or one of the bank.
What the hell?
Oh, we got 5 of them here.
I guess the other ones. The other ones.
Devon, Rob.
You don't even know who it is.
We're missing. We got Canyon. We got Finley. We got Devon. We got Rob. We got Dave. Which one are we missing? Am I dumb?
Yes.
I'm gonna feel really stupid.
You are.
When I look at this and I go, oh yeah, we're missing this guy.
You are going to.
Let me just scroll through my Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, Shane Helms. Yeah,
Yep.
we forgot good old Shane Helms. But yeah, we got the 5 here.
I'm gonna assume he's not winning. He got taken out. He's not even in the fucking package for the match.
Yeah, that was on me. Shane Helms is also there. And then just in our main event match tonight, a 5-on-5.
Somebody got hurt. Time out.
We got
Somebody got hurt, Chad.
Yep. Someone did get hurt. Who got hurt?
Well, do you want to know?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'd like to know.
All right, tell me about this match first, because I was not expecting Nora Greenwald and Manami Toyota in this.
Yeah, it's just we took some of the participants in Starcade, threw them all in a big 5-on-5, and let them fight it out. And we got Nora Greenwald, who will be facing off against Minami Toyota for the women's championship. We got Rey Mysterio and Shawn Michaels, who are going to take part in the World Championship match. We got CM Punk and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which was just announced to be in a 6-man tag later on at Starcade, and then Devon and RVD and Finley and Canyon, who are 4 of the 6 members of the Money in the Bank.
Now, Chad, before I hit Road Agent and Report, out of all those matches you talked about, which one would you rather not have someone get injured?
Definitely Shawn and Ray.
Okay.
Okay, damaged elbow. Well, hopefully he can work through it.
I told you not to book your guys. I tried to tell you this is going to happen.
Not great. That's not great. But hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully he can work through it.
I don't know if damaged elbows work. We'll see.
And then the baby faces celebrate in the ring afterwards.
Yes, they do. Hopefully that does not put a damper on 82. Yeah. That main kind of sucked.
Yeah, it's not a good main event. I thought that was going to do better.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just,
I mean, Nora and Toyota being in it, maybe put it down because fans are dumb and don't want to see women in the main event.
No, that was fine. That was fine.
That's fine. Okay.
It's just an injury. Nora Greenwald's not that good of a in-ring.
Hogan can't go 20 minutes.
Hogan can't work like that. So it was a kind of, I don't know if the payoff was good enough for risking everyone's health right before Starcade. And hopefully that changes your eyes for the Thunder main event.
Correct.
Because we don't need another injury. That's just unfortunate.
That would be unfortunate.
We'll see.
I'm just reworking the main event of Thunder now.
We'll see you for SmackDown and Thunder. Right, Chad?
Alrighty, Justin. We are on the go home for SmackDown. Judgment Day is right around the corner. And, Justin, I'm excited to see what you have here. Listen, Shawn Michaels going down kind of scared us both.
No, I told you prior to Nitro. I think I told you last night when we stopped recording that guys like Laparco might main event tonight. So we knew coming into this that no more. We didn't. And then you had Shawn Michaels happen, and I'm like, serves him right.
And it reaffirmed your reasoning.
Yes, sir. But I mean, it is Armageddon. It's not WrestleMania.
Oh, sorry, it's not Judgment Day. I thought I misspoke.
Yeah, you asshole. That's okay. I didn't mean it that much, Chad. It's all right.
It's okay.
What's your favorite football team, Chad?
What's my favorite football team? The Detroit Lions.
All right. Well, we start off Monday Night SmackDown.
Weird random question, but okay.
I was talking about soccer, by the way.
Oh. Manchester United.
Ah, okay. Everyone roast him in the comments. Man U fan. That's a piece of shit. Eric Bischoff makes this a match official that, we saw it last week. Johnny Storm, Too Cold Scorpio, Shannon Moore, Kid Cash. Fatal 4-way match for the Light Heavyweight Championship.
That should be good.
This should be good. This should be a pretty smooth and fast SmackDown, too, by the way.
That's good, because I'm so excited to get to these pay-per-views.
We also start off. Oh, and already the injury bug has already happened. A broken toe.
Great call by you, not to.
Drago is hurt. Oh no, Drago, no. He actually wins with a broken toe, pinning Jack Evans here.
I beat Jack Evans with a broken freaking toe.
Thanks, Dutch. Look, we know what's gonna happen in Armageddon, Chad. Rick and Latin Lover in that rematch. Mystico and El Hijo del Santo get their hands on each other one-on-one. But tonight, our main event, it's El Hijo del Santo and Latin Lover in our big main event, Chad. Our huge main event. Because we saw Ric Flair Mystico last week. So tonight, we get Lover and Santo tonight.
True.
Yeah, big match. Big boy match tonight, Chad. But we start off the show with Rene Dupree taking on Ekmo Fatu. member of the Bloodline, and Rene Dupree actually hits the Dupree driver and sneaks a win over Ekmo Fatu, an 8-11. Kind of cementing of what Rene Dupree said about the Bloodline last week, that they're sheep. They're just listening to Rhino. They're no men. They can't do things on their own. And then out come the rest of the Bloodline, Chad, and Rhino just tells all of them to beat the shit out of Rene Dupree, and they do. They pile drive and pummel. They gag and bag Rene Dupree here, Chad.
It's good. I'm glad they gagged and bagged him.
They gagged and bagged him. Have you ever been gagged and bagged before?
No. I've only had one of them happen to me.
Leave your comment down below, guessing which one it was. What do you think? Pringle was gagged or was he bagged?
Was he bagged?
Chad, you booked this match here.
I did. Nunzio versus JC Ice, Justin. And about that decent wrestling and didn't have much heat, Nunzio defeated JC Ice in 7:57 with a Sicilian crab.
Tell me about this match here, Chad.
Yeah, JC Ice has been talking a lot of crap backstage to Nunzio.
Why?
And Nunzio didn't like it. Why? Because,
Nunzio's the heel.
Yeah, JC Ice is upset that he's disrespecting some of our new hires to this company when Nunzio is a former WCW guy himself, so he's kind of just sick of the hypocrisy, to be honest.
He's sick of getting cut in line, Chad, is what it is.
And getting sick of being cut in line, but especially being cut in line by a guy who is then getting upset that he's getting cut in line by...
Oh, no, JC Ice is not upset about being cut in line. He understands where his place is in this food chain, all right? He understands that he's at the bottom of the totem pole. He's just... he's kind of calling out Nunzio for being a hypocrite of, coming in, being a new hire and just cutting the line. Because that's exactly what Nunzio did. He got a light heavyweight championship his first month.
And then getting upset that someone's doing it to him. It's
yes.
just like, Nunzio, you're doing the same thing to us.
Yes. And then after the match, after Nunzio taps out little JC Ice, Edward Colon challenges Nunzio to a match, his debut match at Armageddon. It'll be Edward Colon III and Nunzio. Live in Minneapolis, Chad. Or Minneapolis, Minnesota. There we go. Are you excited for Edward Colon III, his debut?
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Prince of Puerto Rico do what he does.
The Prince of Puerto Rico. Former Tough Enough winner.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't know what that means.
Justin, he wasn't a Tough Enough winner, I don't think. Or maybe he was, but wasn't... Because Chris Harris was the winner. And now both of them are with you.
Yes, because you can't keep your talent.
But Batista and Chuck Palumbo are still here.
Yeah,
and so is Ken Anderson.
Give it their contract expiring dates, and then we'll talk. Monty Brown defeats D'Lo Brown in 14:42 here, Chad, with a pounce. Monty Brown still here on his excursion from All Japan Professional Wrestling, and D'Lo Brown got a 64. He just came back from tour, Chad.
Nice.
He's been. It went well. It went well.
How big of a tour was it? Was it like a world tour? Was it just like a small tour?
You tell me, Chad. What do you think? What do you think it is?
I think he had. I think he had a big European tour where he sold out all of the.
Nope. He did a Northeast run where he did all the New England states. He did a couple shows in Vermont and New Hampshire. He did Augusta, Maine. He did little Providence, Rhode Island. He did little Hartford, Connecticut. He played the Webster, but he played
I mean, that's a better tour than my tour.
What's your tour?
I don't have one.
Are you a musician?
No.
Then you wouldn't have one.
Exactly.
Backstage, Yoshihiro Tajiri is with Paul London, and Paul London is showing him the chip. The chip that Paul London won. And Tajiri, who said last week he'll win the Rumble, he's got his eyes on the prize over here with the chip, Chad. They may have been, they might be good friends, and they might have been SmackDown tag team partners at Survivor Series, but
everybody wants that chip.
Everyone wants the chip, and then Paul London says, "Oh, look, man, I gotta go. I got a tag team match coming up soon. See ya." And Tajiri just keeps his eyes locked on that chip. We move on, Chad. Jeff Jarrett and Chris Daniels are with Scotty 2 Hotty in the hospital. Disinterested crowd. I just had the chip. And they say at Armageddon, they look at Scotty 2 Hotty, who is healing well. He might be still in the hospital here, but he should be cleared for in-ring action in a couple days. Actually, tomorrow night. Fuck, I forgot I run on Saturdays for Armageddon, so I can give you Sunday night for Starcade. Or yeah, tomorrow night's Armageddon. And they said, look, he might be in the hospital, but he will be there. And when we go to have a blood war with the family for what they did to Scotty 2 Hotty, I'm gonna make them pay.
We'll make them pay.
They signed his name with his blood. We're gonna paint the arena with their blood.
And we'll paint the arena with his blood.
We move on, Chad. We get that tag team match here. London and Kendrick taking on Chris and Chris, Divine and Sabin. And in a tag team match here, Chad, read the notes here. Brian Kendrick hits the sliced bread and gets the pin here.
Nice.
In 15:23. You know what that means, Chad?
Well, what does that mean, Justin?
Brian Kendrick, with the win in this match with Paul London, is your new chip holder.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
Paul London was in a match and did not get the pin. It's whoever gets the pin in the match they're in.
His tag team partner Brian Kendrick has the chip now.
Brian Kendrick is now the chip holder. And Paul London kind of like, what the hell was that? Kendrick tagged himself in, by the way, to get the pin.
I like this chip gimmick. This is good.
And there's a little tension. There's like, what the hell? And Kendrick's like, hey, look, if we get the pin, if you get the chip, I get the chip. It doesn't matter. One of us is going to main event WrestleMania. We're not going to let each other lose the chip. And then, you've done it now. The Undertaker comes out, Chad. And he's on his motorcycle. He said a couple weeks ago, he's coming for the chip. And he chases Brian Kendrick around the ring with his motorcycle. And they leave.
And Paul London just kind of watching.
Paul London just in the ring watching like, oh, I guess it wasn't me. You've done it now.
Good luck, Brian, I guess.
This angle got the crowd interested again. Shout out Taker.
All it took was the Undertaker.
We move forward and Mick Foley's music hits, Chad. But how comes Chad Collier dressed as an old man?
Bang, bang!
And Chad cuts a promo shitting all over how Mick Foley's a dead old dude and it's his honor to retire Mick Foley tomorrow night.
While everyone's booing him, he's going to say, you're going to have to boo louder. I can't hear you. I'm missing an ear.
I'm missing an ear because I just couldn't help myself. I thought, you know what, $30 and some hot dogs weren't good enough. I'm going to throw myself off this roof for the people's excitement. Ah, that's why I'm retiring at the ripe old age of 36. Oh, my back. Oh,
I just wish I'd had the career that Chad Collier will have when he's 36.
Hell, I'm almost 36, and I feel the greatest I've ever been. And Chad Collier rips the old man outfit out and does 3 jumping jacks. This is the most fit I've ever been, and a man who's he's like, let's look. Let's actually, I'll look later. A man that's around the same age as me is in a nursing home. Look, he's getting out of bed uncomfortably to tell his kids, oh, Daddy's got to go to work. Well, after tomorrow night, there is going to be no more work. There's going to be no more things to do for Mick Foley because I'm going to end his career, whether he has the opportunity to retire himself or the doctors have to tell him he can't go anymore. It's going to be at the hands of Chad Collier. And when I'm done with Mick Foley, when I'm done putting him on the shelf for one last little shot. One last little golden shot. One more nostalgia trip for little old Mick Foley. I'm going to release my little documentary that I've been cooking up. The conspiracy of the WWE against Chad Collier. It all comes to an end next week when I release it at the Royal Rumble. Oh, what's this documentary, John? What's this documentary?
I listen.
And then his phone goes off, and he grabs it and chucks it. He said, "This thing won't stop fucking ringing." Throws it. Who's calling?
And the fans that have watched both shows probably, how do they react to me saying that?
C.W. Anderson, Super Callow.
Guess what? I guess we'll never know.
I don't know what the fans are. I don't know. I can't read their mind. Super Callow and C.W. Anderson in our co-main event, Chad. C.W. Anderson wins in 15:52 by pinfall. And then C.W. Anderson calls out Kane. He said, "This is it. Remind me to take off Taker and Kane." I got the Chase Tatum Hogan segment happening. C.W. Anderson wants Kane. Look, this all started because I beat you 3 months ago, and now it's all gonna end when I beat you in the ring at Armageddon, Kane. No more tricks. I'm not scared that this whole spook tactic, it's not getting to me, Kane. It's not getting to me, Kana. I just think you're a creepy old couple that tries to scare people for fun. It's not getting me. I'm a member of the Anderson family. I'm one of the toughest family in professional wrestling. And you think Kane, you think a little fire, you think a little girl with face mask or face paint is going to scare me? It's going to get me out of this match? Nah. Kane, I'll see you tomorrow night at Armageddon. Kana, fuck you. C.W. Anderson and Kane tomorrow night, Chad, at Armageddon.
That's going to be huge.
And our main event. Oh, Cornette warns Juan and Don is what he says. Don Fry, you dumb motherfucker. You think you're the baddest man in this? You think you're the lethal weapon? You think you're the lethal assassin, Don Fry? Why do I keep saying that? LA Knights got stuck. He's stuck in my head. He's got yeah. I'll be singing that loud and proud at WWE SummerSlam live in Detroit, Michigan, where I fly home. I come home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. And me and Fig are going to catch that phone Chad Collier through. And the people that watch both shows, how do they react to that joke? Cornette just warns Don Fry, like, this is not, Masawa is not that old decrepit creature McFoley, you know. He's not anyone he's ever stepped in the ring with. This is Masawa. He's the final boss. Professional. That's not a name they just gave themselves. It's a name they earned through respect and through wrestling in the ring. And Don Fry, this is the biggest fight that you will ever have in your life. And Jun Akiyama, when Masawa is done with Don Fry, you're next. No southern accent from Jim Cornette tonight because I didn't want to do it.
It was all serious.
It was all serious. We move on to our main event, though. El Hijo del Santo and Latin Lover, Chad.
Ooh.
84. Because Del Santo was penalized for declining ability. Whatever. Latin Lover defeats Del Santo after using a foreign object after distraction from Mystico. Chad, causing Latin Lover to get the win here. Dude, it's Latin Lover Ric Flair tomorrow night. It's Del Santo and Mystico, and they all start brawling. John Cena and Ric Flair come out too. Chavo's there. It's a brawl to end the show, Chad. What more can I say?
Brawls are everywhere.
Brawls are everywhere. 88. Better than Nitro. Better than Nitro. We got Armageddon tomorrow night, but right now, well, my pay-per-view can take the back burner because we are one show away from Starrcade. We'll see you there. Right, Chad?
Right. All right, everybody. We are here at the Go Home for Thunder, the last show before the big one, Justin, before Starrcade. Are you excited?
No.
All right. Well, after that blinding resume and blinding words of encouragement, let's get to the show.
All right. Now I'm excited.
Very good.
Thank you.
No problem. We have here, Justin, the final confrontation before Rock Goldberg. Rock gets in the ring and he says, last week, Bill Goldberg came into the Rock's dressing room and wanted to pick a fight with the Rock. Bill Goldberg thought the Rock was going to back down, but the Rock doesn't back down from anybody. The Rock laid down the thunder on his candy ass. And then Goldberg comes down to the ring, and Goldberg, he says, laugh all you want, Rock. Talk all the crap you want, because at Starrcade, the only thing people are going to see is you going down to a spear and me taking the WCW Universal Championship. And Rock, he says, Goldberg, you're going to have to take this belt from The Rock's cold, dead hands because The Rock is going to give you everything you have, or everything The Rock has. And then Goldberg says, well, Goldberg's going to give, or I'm going to give you. And The Rock says, it doesn't matter what you're going to give me. The only thing that matters is that The Rock is going to walk in to Starrcade the Universal Champion, and The Rock is going to walk out Universal Champion. And then the two stare each other down, Justin, as we go to commercial.
Do they kiss?
They do not kiss. No kissing.
Why not?
Unfortunately.
Well, they can. You booked it.
Well, I did book it, but they
So
do not kiss.
You can't say unfortunately if it's your decision.
Yeah, well, listen, I love the kiss, but unfortunately, it's just not the good business decision currently. So.
Well, okay. All right. That just says more about you than the business.
We have here a triple threat match at 87. These three men
Chad gets confused when his good wrestlers do good because he never uses them.
We've got Grace Sasuke, Sema, and Taka Michinoku, who will be 3 out of the 6 men participating in the Thunder Money in the Bank, Justin. And in about that good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd, Grace Sasuke defeated Sema and Taka when Grace Sasuke pinned Sema with a Thunder Fire Powerbomb.
The Thunder Fire Power Bomb. Sasuke gonna win the Thunder Money in the Bank?
We'll have to see.
Oh, I hit next segment. There we go. There we go.
We have here, Justin, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, what build?
He announces the team for Starrcade team Shaquille O'Neal. He said, "No, listen, my team on paper may not be that impressive. My team on paper, you may think we don't stand a chance, but my team's got something that Big Show's team doesn't have. Heart. My team's hungry. And my team, unlike Big Show's team that's full of egos, my team is a cohesive unit. I got Shark Boy and Super Eric. The 2 superheroes of Thunder. They're going to be the superheroes of my team. I see here a man who, listen, me and this man, we've been friends for years. Every time he goes to a game of mine or anytime I'm in town for a show, we always hit each other up and we always hang out. I had to have my friend Perry Saturn on the team. And then finally, I looked at a man who week after week after week was told he wasn't good enough. And listen, if I would have listened to all the people that told me I wasn't good enough growing up, I might not be where I'm at today. And so I called him personally and I said, I want you on my team. I got Billy. This is Team Shaquille O'Neal, and we are going to take it to Big Show at Starrcade. What do you think, Justin? What do you think of Team Shaq?
I wish there was more build to it. It's disappointing that this is just kind of sprung up like that,
Well, at least we got Big Show's team.
I know, but there was no Shaq leading up to this is the only time Shaq appeared on the road to Starrcade.
He was a busy guy.
I get that, but come on. It's just disappointing, to be honest, really.
Well, you know what won't be disappointing?
I get, there's just, I don't know. I have my complaints about how it was revealed. I don't hate the people in it. I just wish the story of him picking people were kind of fleshed out. The whole story of Billy not being able to cut it on team, for Team Big Show, but him just being announced for Team Shaq. Hey, Shaq could have brought him in and said, you know what, Billy, you win tonight for me. Fuck it. You don't even need to have a match, Billy. I've seen what I needed to see. Here you go.
That's basically what he said.
Yeah, but you did it all rushed.
If I could go back, I should have probably had him pop in for a couple more spots.
For sure.
I think that's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
Justin, we have here Sting with his television championship, and he says, now, listen, I can't help but notice that I am not booked to compete at Starrcade, and I'm the television champion, and I'm the icon, Sting. And I've decided that I asked Roddy Piper if we could help me wrestle and defend my TV title at Starrcade, and he said, you know what, Sting? You got it. The winner of a battle royal tonight will wrestle me at Sunday for Starrcade. So let's see who my opponent's gonna be. This match has no build, and I am very much aware of that.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say this is weird.
This match has no build, and I'm very much aware of it.
Yeah.
This was a last-minute little plan for Starcade, and Sting won the title. Next segment. We got ourselves a 15-man battle royal, and in about that Subpar Wrestling announces the crowd heat. Chris Candido won a battle royal in 1631. The final four were Bam Bam, Evan Courageous, and Aguila, with Bam Bam being the final elimination. And Bam Bam also got the most eliminations over the course of a match.
Did you just go down the list of ABC and just pick the first 15 people?
Yeah. I went through, I circled out everybody who wasn't, besides Chris Candido, anybody who wasn't recognizable or well known or a star, and just went, or a big star, and just went down the line.
Dude. Hey, shout out James Storm being here.
Yeah. But yeah, Justin, that means, as we go on to our next segment, that means at Starcade, we will have Chris Candido taking on Sting for the TV title. But tonight, Justin, we have an 8-man tag team match. Kidman, who will be facing AJ Styles in a bull rope match. Reno, his security guard. Matt Hardy taking on the Taz for the Cruiserweight Championship in a lumberjack match. And, of course, Bubba Ray, Super Crazy, and Hoovy, all participants in the Money in the Bank. And thankfully, no one gets hurt. And about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Kidman, Reno, Bully Ray, and Matt Hardy defeated AJ, Taz, Hoovy, and Super Crazy when Bubba Ray pinned Super Crazy with a powerbomb.
This went 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then after the match, AJ Styles gets beaten with the Texas bull, or well, not with the Texas bull rope. He gets beaten with the bull rope. AJ Styles gets hit in the head multiple times as Kidman just hits him with the bull rope, Justin, and busts him open.
Oh, well, that's just rude, isn't it?
That's very rude. But not as rude as this, Justin, because Homicide and Lodi are backstage, and Lodi's got his 24/7 championship, and he says, now listen, Homicide, we know what this was, what we have to do right with this belt. We knew how back in the day, we always had to be one step smarter, one step ahead, and one step ahead and be a little bit smarter than anybody else, all right? If we can do that, if we can plan out our disguises, we can plan out our schemes, we'll hold the 24/7 championship for a long time. And as he's turning around, Homicide takes his little headband off, and then he reveals a zipper on his forehead, and he takes his zipper off to reveal it's not a Homicide, it's a Homicide costume being worn by Steve Corino, who then attacks Lodi from behind as the Truth busts out from the closet and rolls Lodi up, Justin, and rolls up Lodi and takes Lodi's 24/7 championship.
What the hell?
What the hell? The Truth is the 24/7 champion. We are backstage. We're not backstage. We're in the ring. Jeremy Borash is interviewing TJ Wilson, and TJ Wilson, he talks about how once again, his coach walked out on him and abandoned him, but it's okay. Listen, I can count on one hand the amount of people who have really had my back through this entire journey of pro wrestling. You're just one of the many who have turned their backs on me, but it doesn't matter, Eddie, because at Starcade, I'm going to prove to you and I'm going to prove to everybody that I am the better man. I'm going to show everybody that just because you're bigger than somebody doesn't mean, just because you've got more friends than somebody doesn't mean that you're better than somebody. I'm going to beat Kali Holly, and I'll do it by myself. And then Roddy Piper comes out and he says, TJ Wilson, first of all, I just want to say I'm very impressed with your wrestling ability. You will be a good addition to the Thunder roster. And listen, this isn't just you versus Kali Holly. This is also Nitro versus Thunder. All right? And listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of want a Thunder wrestler to win Tough Enough. And so I'll tell you what, all right? Because I believe in a fair competition, and because I kind of think Hardcore Holly is kind of a jerk, I will be in your corner at Starcade. I will be in your corner rooting for you and cheering you on as you go on to represent Thunder and win Tough Enough Season 2. And everyone cheers, Justin. Roddy Piper will be in TJ Wilson's corner.
Oh, you somebody, Mr. Coach. Oh.
Justin, we're backstage. CM Punk and the world's greatest tag team. CM Punk, he says, at Starcade, the three of us prove that the future is now. At Starrcade, we rid this world of the NWO. We finally get rid of the toxin that's been holding this company back for years. And we, Shelton Benjamin, Charlie Haas, and CM Punk, lead this company to the future. And the future has never been brighter because it has the three of us as its pillars. We will help bring this company to the next level, and it all starts when we retire the NWO at Starrcade.
I feel bad. Oh, well, we're both running retirement angles. Whoops. I kind of didn't realize. I kind of forgot when I did the McFoley thing.
I mean, as full disclosure, I don't think the NWO are going to be retired.
Oh yeah, same with McFoley.
Yeah, like they'll definitely be around in some capacity. So, but Justin, we got Raven and Shane Douglas who are here at ringside to watch the tag team title match between the Harris Twins and the Hearts. Of course, they will face the winners of that match at Starrcade. So they want to, get a front row seat to see who they're going to be wrestling.
No, let's come on, Harris Brothers.
And in about that good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Hart brothers defeated the Harris twins when Bret Hart submitted Ron Harris with a sharpshooter after blatantly cheating. The Hart brothers make defense number 1 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. And then after the match, Roddy Piper comes out and he says, "It's not going down like that, player. You see, at Starrcade, it's going to be the Harts taking on Shane Douglas and Raven, and because they were cheated out of their win tonight, I'm going to add in the Harris twins. It's going to be a triple threat match for the WCW World Tag Team Championships. Holler, holler, holler."
I hate that. Don't do that again.
That's a hot new catchphrase.
Oh yeah, that's his catchphrase. Biting another thing from real life. Yawn. Joke. Come on, Ron and Don. I'm pulling for Ron and Don, to be honest with you.
You're pulling for the Harris twins, Ron and Don?
Yes, because I've seen the Hearts and Raven and Douglas for years, Chad.
It's the Harris twins time, Justin says.
It's the Harris twins time.
Oh. As we get a 70.
I was watching you do this and thought to myself, yeah, that's 5 straight promos. This is going to bomb.
Oh, well.
Probably what you didn't need before Starrcade.
No, but that's okay.
I hope it might not be. You might lose a TV deal. You might drop in size. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, I guess we'll find out right after we finish show. But up next, Armageddon and Starrcade. The big one.
It's going to be the big one. Justin, what are you excited for the most out Starrcade?
Sean and Ray. If that happens. I don't know if Sean's healthy. We didn't hear anything on Thunder about it.
That's true. Will Shawn Michaels make it to Starrcade? Only time will tell.
And Rock Goldberg, sick. That's gonna be sick. Money in the Banks are always fun. Especially I think they're all unpredictable.
Yeah, I think I've done a really good job booking, at least not knowing who's gonna win.
Who was on the Thunder ones? Sasuke C. Mitaka.
Super Crazy Who v Bubba.
Oh, yes. Billy Kidman and Styles in a bull rope match. I wish it was a different gimmick. I don't really understand the reasoning behind the bull rope. But
I think to be honest with you, I got bull rope confused with dog collar.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. And I've already booked it, so it's gonna happen now. That's probably it.
Give me Matt Hardy and Taz. I want Taz to kill Matt Hardy finally. No more running. I'm not excited for Team Shaq and Show really, because kind of really no build for Team Shaq.
What about Sting versus Chris Candido? You excited for that?
I'm excited for the women's Money in the Bank. I'm excited for what am I thinking? I just had it in my mind before you said something. What?
Toyota versus Dora?
I'm excited for that. That's different. I'm excited for different, especially at a Starrcade. You're really running with Toyota and Nora at Starcade when it should have been like, maybe not should have been like you, but you could have had.
Wait, I could have easily.
You could have taken,
Debbie and
yeah,
Trisha.
you could have had the easy route and have one of those. Yeah, but you went different, and I like different. Shit. Well, I'll remember it at Starcade, to be honest with you. Oh, NWO, brother.
Oh yeah, the NWO versus the world's greatest tag team in Punk.
Give me Don Harris winning the belt, brother. Come on. I you know what I'm actually really excited for? Genuinely, the end of the Tough Enough season.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go back to random next year, I'm gonna lose my lid.
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose my lid. That's the gimmick.
WCW might be canceled after this, so we'll have to see
we'll
if I'll
see.
even be able to ever Starcade.
We'll see for Armageddon and Starcade.